Danger, Emotional Black Hole Ahead. By Jennifer Hoffman. May 29, 2018. We should have a warning sign to alert us when we're activating our emotional black holes, like the robot on the Lost in Space TV show, from the 1960s, that would wave its arms around, and say danger, Whale Robinson. When danger was approaching. The next best thing is to understand what emotional black holes are, what causes them, and how we can avoid being pulled into them. Have you ever been just sitting around, minding your own business, and then you get a phone call, or text that sends you into an emotional tsunami? Suddenly your life, which you thought was just fine a minute before, is now in emotional overdrive, and you are so upset, angry, unclear, or sad that you spiral into a negative emotional funk. Or you're listening to the radio, and a song plays that reminds you of your first heartbreak, and you cry for days? What just happened? Your emotional energy got set in motion, because a connection was made to an emotional black hole which stirred up its energy, and it sent you into a tailspin. Now you have to find the source of that emotional black hole, and heal, and release it so you can bring in new energies. Emotional black holes are, contrary to what you may think, not places where we have no emotional energy. They are places in our emotional body where, like black holes in the universe, we have a concentration of very dense energy, a reservoir which contains all of our unhealed emotional trauma, which is our soul wounds. Our most painful emotional memories, in current and previous lives, represent our biggest emotional black holes, and they are powerful forces of dense, negative energy. And like black holes in space, they drain energy away from everything in our lives. They can turn our best times into sad events, because they are a constant reminder of a painful past. And they have strong trigger points that can be easily activated by the smallest event, or situation. Emotional black holes work in two ways. They suck in energy as we try to find an antidote for the pain we are feeling, and they alter our energy bodies so that all of our energy mirrors their energy. The greater the trauma, the more we are impacted by the frequency and vibration of our emotional black holes. Think of a giant vacuum cleaner that sucks all of the joy, peace, and good things from your life. Do you create the vacuum so you won't risk being disappointed if things don't work out for you? Emotional black hole trauma is based on past experience, so they have a basis in fact and truth. And they are also the spaces we try to fill when we reach out for new relationships and look for people to love us. We hope they will fill the emotional black hole for us, but, as you have probably already experienced, all they do is make the hole bigger, and they cannot give us something that we do not already have within us. We receive and process universal energy through our emotional body, and we are moving energy around all of the time. But our emotional black holes are a constant reminder of the pain we can experience when we take emotional risks, or open our hearts to the potential for love. So we create an energetic comfort zone, and we move energy in small amounts, and within the same frequency and vibration, usually around the energy of our emotional black holes. Then when we need to actually make a big shift, and transform our old emotional energy, which means acknowledging it, and consciously, and intentionally releasing it from our energy body so another energy can't take its place, something must get our attention. So we create a life event that allows us to see where we are limiting our energy movement, and which energy requires a major multi-dimensional move instead of a tiny, comfortable displacement. And when we need to shift the energy of our emotional black holes, the reminders arrive in hard-to-ignore ways that trigger every aspect. But when we ask for a transformation, we get what we need to power up the change mobile. Now we just have to do the work to implement the change in our life. This is where we either stand up, or give up, where we must be willing to trust that we won't fall, if we try to soar into the joy, peace, love, and abundance that we want in our lives. Our emotional black holes drain us, and create a strong negative vibration that impacts all of our energy. Releasing them allows more fulfilling energy to enter our energy fields and become integrated in our lives. If this is more noticeable to you now, it is because we are experiencing such high frequency and vibration energy downloads that all of the dense, negative energy of our emotional black holes is being triggered, and we need to be willing to release it to make room for a higher vibration. This is an important part of our ascension journey, and being willing to do this level of healing, clearing, releasing, and transformation is a courageous step in that direction.